So outreach for me really is about going out and meeting the ladies where they are and the kind of where they need us the most. So they're out, you know, late at night, it's cold. We take out food, we take out gloves, we take out hats and scarves, and you know, just that smile and that hello, that little hug, hopefully will get them through the evening. And before we go out in the van, we have to make up bags for the women. So we put food, put fruit, sandwiches, freshly baked cake in there, and each woman that comes on the bus can get a nice bag full of food, and hopefully it will warm them up this evening. I'm filling up the kettles at the moment for the flasks so that we can give the ladies hot drinks when we're out.
We're
and we also do hot water bottles because it's very cold at the moment.
I'm just ringing the police now, just going to get a log number so that they know we're out on outreach this evening, and then we ring them again at the end to let them know that we're back safely. Right, what we're going to do now is there's a file here which will give us any up-to-date information on the situations that we need to be aware of, to be able to pass on messages from caseworkers and things. So it's this file is a really good way of just making sure that those messages are carried through. And also just to look up information's put in here about anything, any ugly mugs or violent incidences that have happened recently, so that we can make the women aware of what's happening in the area as well. The time is 9:25 and we're going to get the van out now, and we'll start going around our route and see who's out there tonight.
Right, so we're driving out and about at the moment around like the little loop that we do down in Bristol. We've seen 3 women so far. All of the women have kind of taken food and had a little bit of a chat with us, and a few have taken some condoms. So far it's been a pretty good evening. There hasn't been anything too eventful, but we're going to kind of carry on doing our loop and see who else we can find. It's 11:45 and we're just doing our last round. We've seen, how many have we seen, Rachel? 5 women. We've seen 5 women this evening. We've given out lots of hot drinks and lots of food, and just a few good smiles. We've had quite a few women saying they're going to come to the drop-in, which is always a good thing. Seen a few regulars and a few people that we don't see very often as well, which is good. And who knows what will come out of those encounters.
Do you know, it doesn't take very much to really encourage other people, and coming out on the van is a way that I can feel that I'm helping people who are so marginalised by society, people who find it really hard to find any comfort in their lives. Just by giving out food and water, by being willing to give up a few hours of my evening in the week, I'm able to really encourage other people, and that means a lot to me.
You know, these are some of the most vulnerable women out in the city, and to be there in their time of need, you know, kind of in the middle of the night in the dark, is really kind of special. I do have a few women that I really connect with and identify with, and just the fact that I can see them on a regular basis and encourage them, see how they're doing, remember the conversations, and be able to ask them and continue and have a relationship with them, that's really special to me.
Well, it's been really good to see that a lot of the people who I was seeing come onto the van at the beginning of my volunteering with 125 are now no longer accessing the van, and that's because they have actually exited from the street. You know, I hear reports of some of them who've been able to sort out their lives. They've got stable homes now, looking after their children, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing this for. Out in the van, it's often the first step that these women make to actually exiting their work on the streets. And you know, if we can be there when she's ready to make that one step, then that makes it a really good night. We'll be taking the van back and going off to bed.
Yeah.